So, when you play XCOM, do you go in guns a-blazing? And you only do the research on live aliens if you get them by accident or if you need them, like the leader and the commander? I do. Always have. Right? It was always fun to make a mess. And then I started learning the value of actually taking down the ship intact. And then it's accelerated to the point of, well, in this mission, in this playthrough, the first thing I built was an alien containment. And as soon as it was done, I put stun rods on everybody. Right? And the first thing I researched, well, wasn't the first thing, but that small launcher, right? I call it the gas can. I researched that as fast as I could without messing up production. What is he doing aboard that ship? Right? That's an Ethereal Leader. What is he doing aboard a large scout? Right now, if I would, yeah, usually I'd see him and shoot him and done. Right? I didn't know they were aboard those ships. As a matter of fact, the guide that we used, or the guide that I used way back in the 90s, never told me I would find one on a scout. And if you go by the research, the only place to find a commander is, what did they say? At a base. But no, I found, well, there was after a base, one of their bases got planted or built, I assume it's empty. The very next ship that showed up was a supply ship. When it landed, it had a few aliens in it, not much, like a couple engineers, but on the top floor, up in the bridge, there were 2 leaders and a commander. Everything you need for the Cydonia mission, right? And this was on like the 3rd month. I just happened to be in the area where they were dedicated to plop down a base, so I got them to watch them make the base and then leave. And then I pegged out the next ship that landed there, because that's one of the things I like doing. If there are certain bases that get deliveries during the day, or they're just not that smart. And you can make a lot of money just taking out the supply ships as they go and supply the base, right? But I won't do it at nighttime, and the sectoids will only have deliveries at night. Most of them will have deliveries at night, but there are some of them that do it during the day. Anyways, so yeah, I found a commander outside of the base. I found leaders. Well, they say there's leaders at terror missions. Maybe they're on the bigger ships you can find a leader, right? You don't find one here. Or I never assumed that you could find one here. Maybe that's a problem. I just go in like Rambo and just, shoot first and ask questions later. You don't really expect to find a leader sitting inside this ship. In this campaign that I'm doing now, I think the month is September, I have everything, like the Cydonia mission is all researched, and I have 10 leaders left over. Like 10. and now it's like they're putting them everywhere. Right, so I want to see if I can take him home and see what kind of info he can give me. I don't think I have much research left, but he might be able to tell me about the battleship a little more. And there's 2 bodies. I should actually speed this up, but no. Keep you in suspense. I'm cautious right now, right? It's like, okay, I got to think this, because it's way too easy for me to make a mistake. So So I'm going to sneak him in. I want to know what... I know that one of those is a leader. I want to know what the other one is. And this wouldn't be the first time I played this mission. One of the times I played this mission, it was just a plethora of alien control. It was absolutely disgusting. So it might be that when I go guns a-blazing, I don't realize what they will put aboard the ships. That's another leader. So now we know that there's 2 leaders on this ship, right? He's got the same chart as the last guy, I think. Right, as far as I was concerned, there was no way there was going to be a leader aboard these small ships. Right, maybe the terror ship, yeah, and that's for sure, because they go do terror missions. Oops. No, hold on. He knocked himself out, I think. Yeah. Oh. I can't see him anymore. Did you know that, or is this a thing, that leaders can be just about everywhere? Or is this just a Steam copy issue? Because this, I don't know. It kind of, well, I mean, if it's going to do anything, it's going to cause more intrigue on me. And I want to see, maybe, yeah, let's just make sure. Start another campaign and see how early, oops, oh, caught me looking. I want to see how early I can pop out a Scilab, or get the research for it at least. Because if I grab 2 leaders and one of them is a sectoid, well then, there's the leader. And then I'll get all kinds of research for it. I wonder how early that can happen. And the only way to find out is, I guess make these missions a lot longer or whatever. Because some of them are clear open. I mean, you can't help but see, third guy. 3 leaders aboard this ship. I think there were 5 or 6 aliens in total. So 50% of the crew were leaders. Which is sort of crazy, isn't it? So the question is, where have you found leaders? And how early?